Yo, 49ers faithful, get ready to lose your minds because today's video is straight fire. We're dropping 4 massive bombshells that could reshape our 2025 season. Is a veteran superstar about to turbocharge our offense? What's up with that rookie who's turning heads? Could he be the next big thing? There's a defensive showdown brewing that's got everyone talking and a quarterback fighting to rewrite his legacy in the Bay. Want to know how this changes our Super Bowl chase? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's dive into the chaos. Man, 49ers faithful, the Bay Area is absolutely electric right now, and it's no wonder why. Picture a 6-time Pro Bowler, a route-running genius with hands like glue, potentially suiting up for us. That's right, Keenan Allen, fresh off stints with the Chargers and Bears, is eyeing a West Coast comeback, and the 49ers are high on his list. But pump the brakes, it's not a slam dunk. Can he mesh with Kyle Shanahan's complex playbook? Let's unpack this. At 33, Allen's still got it, 70 catches, 744 yards, and 7 touchdowns last season. His footwork is surgical, his football IQ is off the charts, and he makes defenders look silly. Imagine him lining up with Brandon Ayuk, Jawan Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall. Good luck covering that. Brock Purdy would have a third-down security blanket, leaning on Allen's veteran savvy to move the chains. But here's the rub. Our receiver room is already loaded. Would Allen sign on for a smaller role? And what about the salary cap? Fans on X are going wild, some are hyped, dreaming of Allen as a WR3 who could push us to the Super Bowl, while others say it's a luxury we can't afford. The Rams and Chargers are also in the hunt. In LA, Allen would complement Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, giving Matthew Stafford another weapon. But in San Francisco, he could be the final piece for a championship run. If he joins, how does Shanahan balance snaps and egos? Allen's a leader, but he's not here to ride the bench. This move could skyrocket our potential, but it's a high-stakes puzzle. The faithful are buzzing, with X-Posts calling it a game-changer or cap nightmare. Strategically, Allen's experience could stabilize our offense in clutch moments, especially in the playoffs. But the cost, both in dollars and locker room dynamics, shows everyone on edge. And while we're fantasizing about this blockbuster signing, there's another story in the Bay that's got the faithful in a frenzy. While we're dreaming of Keenan Allen rocking red and gold, a rookie is stealing the spotlight and flipping the script. When the 49ers snagged Jordan Watkins in the 4th round of the 2025 draft, fans were scratching their heads. Another wide receiver? With our offensive line screaming for help? It felt like a stretch, to put it mildly.
But hold on to your hats. ESPN's calling Watkins the biggest surprise of the offseason. With Ricky Pearsall sidelined by a hamstring injury, Watkins got a shot with the starters during camp and absolutely tore it up. This kid from Mississippi is a natural in Shanahan's scheme, running crisp intermediate routes that make defensive backs dizzy. He's shown serious wheels on deep posts, even outrunning corners, and don't sleep on his quickness. He burned Dubadar Lenoir with a nasty curl route in practice. Versatility, he's pulling off end-arounds, shaking press coverage, and looking like a Swiss Army knife. X is blowing up with fan clips of Watkins leaving defenders in the dust with comments like, "This dude's a steal and future WR1. Why does this matter? With Ayuk working back from a knee injury, Watkins could slide into the X-receiver role early in the season. Jawan Jennings is a fan favorite, but he doesn't have the speed for that spot. Watkins' explosiveness could stretch defenses thin, opening up the playbook. A rookie delivering this kind of production on a cheap deal is a front office dream. But here's the catch. Shanahan's system is brutal for first-year players. Can Watkins handle the bright lights of the regular season? And when Ayuk's back at full speed, where does he Fans are split. Some see him as the next big thing. Others think it's just off-season hype. Posts on X are calling him Ayuk's heir or training camp fluke. Strategically, Watkins gives us flexibility, especially if injuries pile up. He's forcing Shanahan to rethink the depth chart, and that's a headache we love to see. But the pressure's on. Can he keep this up when the pads come on for real? And while this rookie's turning heads, there's a defensive battle heating up that's got everyone talking. While Watkins is lighting up the offense, the 49ers defense is caught in a high-stakes drama that could shift our season. Losing All-Pro Charvarius Ward left our secondary in rebuild mode, and a surprise name is fighting for a roster spot: Dallas Flowers. This 28-year-old corner, who went undrafted in 2021 with the Colts, inked a one-year deal with the Niners. Most fans barely noticed, but Flowers is emerging as a dark horse in training camp. He made his mark as a kickoff returner early on, but now he's out to prove he's a legit corner. With Renardo Green and Demidor Lenoir locked in as starting corners, and Upton Stout penciled in at nickel after a third-round draft pick, the depth chart is a battleground. Flowers is up against Trey Brown, Trey Avery, Derek Canteen and Chase Lucas, none of them guaranteed a spot. On X, the faithful are divided. Some call Flowers a nobody, while others think he could be a gem under Robert Sala's guidance. His contract has zero guaranteed money, so the Niners can cut him without a cap hit, but if he shines in preseason, he could lock down a depth role. The risk? He hasn't started more than 6 games in a season since his rookie year. Can he step up for a defense eyeing a deep playoff run? Fans on X are posting, Salah is going to turn him into a stud, while others warn, he's practice squad material. Strategically, a breakout from Flowers could give Salah's scheme much-needed depth, especially with injuries always lurking. But relying on him is a gamble. His track record is thin, and the competition is fierce. The faithful are hungry for answers, with debates raging over whether he's a sleeper or a long shot. And while this defensive fight rages on, there's a quarterback in the Bay looking to pull off a miracle. While the defense is scrapping for spots, a quarterback is trying to rise from the ashes in San Francisco. Mac Jones, once a Patriots first-rounder, signed a 2-year deal with the 49ers, hoping to channel Sam Darnold's redemption arc. Remember Darnold? One season as Purdy's backup, then he exploded with the Vikings in 2024. Jones is chasing that same magic. Drafted in 2021 with sky-high expectations, he fizzled in New England. Now he's in the Bay, soaking up Kyle Shanahan's system like a sponge. On X, fans are buzzing. Some see a spark, others think he's doomed to ride the pine. Jones is grinding, tweaking his technique and learning from practice picks. Shanahan's impressed, saying he's growing, even through the mistakes. Jones himself admitted he needs to let it rip more on his throws. But with Brock Purdy cemented as QB1, Jones is stuck as the backup. It's a blessing and a curse. Plenty of time to learn Shanahan's playbook, but zero margin for error when he gets reps. Having a former first-rounder as a reserve is a luxury. If Purdy goes down, Jones could keep us afloat. But can he shake the bust label? Darnold's turnaround proves it's possible, but it's a grind. X posts are split. Shanahan's gonna fix it versus he's just a clipboard holder. Strategically, Jones is insurance for a Super Bowl contender, but he's got to prove he's more than a backup. Shanahan's a QB guru, but Jones needs to seize every system the moment. Faithful are buzzing. What do you think? Is Jones the real deal or a career backup? Will Watkins steal the show? Drop your take in the comments, smash that like, hit subscribe, and let's roll toward that Super Bowl.